Basically, this is an article that's appeared in a magazine called Third Sector, but you want to read it because it's talking about the breach of Data Protection Act. Now, good old Julia Middleton gets around because she's a new leader. She pays herself about £80,000 of the money that comes into her charity, but don't worry, because most of the money comes from the public sector anyway. Oh, that's us. So she was a bit bored one day, so with a friend they decided to create the Media Standards Trust because news matters. And this trust has a board of trustees made up of leaders of integrity, selected from civil society and the media, and they're going to reflect our diverse society. And surprise, surprise, the deputy chair is Julia Middleton. Sir David Bell, Sir David Bell, chairman of the Financial Times Group. Who have we got? Waterstones, King's Fund, that's a pretty interesting one. The BBC, Robert Peston, you know him, the man who's always got the news. Baroness Helena Kennedy QC, Bishop of Wakefield. These are all normal people. And do you know what they're doing? They're going to make sure that the media is fair and open and honest. No, honestly, read it. Do you know where the office is based? It's based in the middle of Common Purpose's office. This is communism. Is it going to work? Come on, work for me. Now, Julia Middleton is so worried about UK and our media and the world that she's helped set up another trust. It's called Al-Fanar, which I understand means lighthouse in Arabic. Do you like the logo? What is it? Thank you. If you can see the logos, you are more than halfway to seeing the organisation. So here is Al-Fanar, and what they're going to do is they're going to help change Arab society. Now, I can tell you that Common Purpose is busting a gut at the moment to get in amongst the Muslim community. And they've had a huge grant, a number of them from the government, to run leadership courses for Muslims and Muslim children. The reason they say they want to get in amongst the Muslim community is because they want to help stop extremism. I hope the special branch and MI5 are paying attention to this because they could learn a few things. So Common Purpose is being paid by the government to get in amongst the Muslims. And at the moment they're not doing very well because we are talking to the Muslims on a daily basis about what Common Purpose is wanting to do. But why does Common Purpose want to get in amongst the Muslims? Any answers? It's very simple. Compared to us, who've allowed our families and values to be wrecked, they still have very tight family units where mum and dad are important and they pay attention to the local, preacher, imam. So Common Purpose has got a real problem because it's about breaking down society and it can't break the Muslims down because it can't get amongst them. The same thing with the Arabs. They have a totally different culture, but we're sending in Julia Middleton to scramble them. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. I can't even remember why I put it. Oh yes, I could. These are people who are training I know what this is, sorry. This is a bit of text about the trustees in that Al-Fanar Trust. And I did it deliberately because most of it's pure bull. But here we've got a Mr. can't read it, Hamilton or something. Here's Demos. Well, this is Julia Middleton as well. Demos, sorry, in here. Who have we got here? We've got UNESCO. Down here, we're coming down. We've got the World Bank. And I think you'll find we've got some colleges. We've got the Saudi Hollandi Bank. So we've got a mixture of people who say they're involved in charities, but they've got big banks backing them and Common Purpose, and this is socialist dogma. This is dangerous. Now the police Well, here's my challenge to you for the police, because this little group say that they are training the police. And we've got a Phil Hardy, he's a master in neuro-linguistic programming. Down here, Associate of the Leadership Academy for Policing, the National Centre for Applied Learning Technologies, and the Scottish Executive. So why are we giving the police neuro-linguistic courses, and do the policemen understand that if you're given neuro-linguistic training, it can seriously damage your mental health? Have we noticed the number of people becoming depressed? Do we know about the suicides in Bridgend? How many suicides now? Is it up to 30 now? It's very high. It was 27 and it's crept up. Why are these people committing suicide? 31. We should be really worried about this. Well, if you look and see what courses these people have been doing as youngsters, you'll find it's full of neuro-linguistic stuff. Common Purpose is very active in South Wales. Here's another trainer, licensed in the use of psychometric and personality instruments. He's involved in crisis management, counter-terrorist programs. Blimey. The police training using neuro-linguistic stuff is so good that they can murder people on tube stations. Sorry, did I say something wrong? And so bent is the government that you have a closed court where the coroner directs the verdict to the jury. If you want to know why these weird things are happening, start to look at who is training who. I've warned you about Common Purpose, but there's many others, and we should be asking why anybody is being subjected to NLP techniques without a health warning. Who have we got here? Some more trainers. European Mentoring and Coaching Council. What's that? We need to ask. We need some letters asking what the hell this is, because it's something not very nice. And this Alan, he's looking at the paradigm change needed for police reform. I don't think the police need a paradigm change. I think they need basically going back to basics. But the reason they won't go back to basics is because at senior level, this policy is being pushed through. Okay, I've finished there. If you look on the website, CP Exposed, in about a week's time, a lot more information will go up. A lot more documents, more names, all factual. To start countering what's happening, we have to start pulling apart the third sector, and we have to start making our MPs and councillors accountable for the actions. I'll leave it there. Thank you.